Commission will also host youth-related events across the country. As South Africa commemorates National Youth Day, Newsroom Africa went out to find some of the most inspiring stories from young entrepreneurs. Our next story features a young man who left corporate life to pursue a dream in culture fashion. Business reporter Ndogozo Khumalo spent the day with Mamelodi's Dumisani Mahlangu at his factory in Fourways.
Mamelodi in the northeast of Pretoria has a term for when someone is dressed well and looks good. Chepa. This inspired a business, Chepa Streetwear, launched by Dumisani Mahlangu in 2017 at the age of 32. Today, Mahlangu is an employer who has grabbed the attention of corporate and international clients. Small and medium-sized businesses are the bedrock of economic growth and job creation. However, the disheartening fact is that most of them do not make it past the 5-year mark, especially youth-owned businesses. Mahlangu has always wanted to be a businessman, having started at an early age, selling everything from sweets to boerewors rolls and sneakers.
I have an advantage because I'm from an entrepreneurial family, so I saw how my father ran his business, I saw how my uncle ran his business, I saw how my grandfather and my other uncles ran their businesses, and I saw how they treated and how they respected money.
At university, he tried his hand at accounting, then international auditing, before settling on economics. He says this degree taught him about people's relationship with money and how the economy works. His stint as a professional in the insurance industry also taught him similar values before starting his own business.
I don't have a plan B. This is plan A.
Mahlangu says several challenges, including being a victim of numerous break-ins at his first premises in Midrand, did not deter him from his dream. He says the diminishing levels of household expenditure and high cost of living taught him to always take care of his most valuable resources, his employees. To ensure he can do this, he cut the business expenses and installed solar panels to reduce operational costs.
The old adage of pay yourself first, throw it out the window. Pay them first, pay yourself last. Because without your staff, you don't have a business, you have nothing.
With 513 businesses liquidated in the first 4 months of 2024 alone, according to Statistics South Africa, Mahlangu invests in machinery for business growth to safeguard his business. He employs 34 people, largely made up of young fashion graduates such as Lebu Makupula, who was jobless for more than a year after attaining her degree. She joined Chepa when the company was just over 2 years old.
I started off as a tailor, actually, and then a year later I went up to Dumi and I was like, hey, look, I'm actually more into like the theory side of the business, so put me onto something but theory, not practical, because I don't like sitting on the machine, like it's cut a seat. And then that's when Dumi was like, what can you do for the company?
From design to shipping, Makupula is now responsible for ensuring a seamless production process on the manufacturing floor after being promoted to production coordinator and now manager. However, her boss saw a skills gap and paid for her to go back to school.
I wasn't coping, especially being the youngest and a woman, dominating a tailor or my daughter. So I wasn't coping, like moving from being a tailor to managing the floor. And then that's when Duma was like, okay, maybe you also need to like learn Ugitama steps on how to manage the production flow.
With close to half her peers unemployed, Makupula says she has no plans to stop learning new skills, as she now manages the production team and engages with local and international suppliers and customers. Access to markets remains a huge challenge for SMMEs. Chepa managed to penetrate international markets, including the United States, Europe, and the United Arab Emirates, through client referrals, as well as aggressively investing in marketing and digital advertising.
Our budget speaks to that because it's an intentional thing for us. It's an intentional strategy.
While Mahlangu had the foresight to connect with online retailers to sell his products online and penetrate markets outside of South Africa. But Modise says the rest of Africa has many untapped markets.
I really see us expanding into all the different markets within the continent. So we do have outside orders coming from your Lesotho's, your Botswana's, but diving deeper into all of those countries.
Modise is also using his IT skills to help grow the business by exploring new technologies that can connect different markets.
It's diving deeper into all those insights from all the different platforms that speak to us. So for us, the biggest platforms that work for us are the digital channels.
Chepa is one of the companies that are benefiting from support from Proudly South African.
We are an enabler, so we will bring you in as a member and we'll actively go and find opportunities in your specific sector where you will then, be able to trade, because ultimately it's about the bottom line, right? Making money and running the business. But your job is also to check up on us and say, hey, Team Proudly SA, I'm cooking something here. I need help with PR, or I need you to support me, or I need you. And Chepa Dumi is exactly that person.
For Newsroom Africa on Channel 405, I'm Dogozo Kumalo in Johannesburg.
The family of the elderly couple that was gunned